Captain's Log, Day Tuesday. This is actually my first time filming refilming, because that first time was really, really bad. Alright, so today I went to Naomi's village where we mulched, but we mulched with grass, which was weird because it's not something I'd ever done before. And so that was an interesting time to do. Today Tyler is with me.
How's it going?
Ben too. I don't know if I'm actually shooting if you can see him, but he's just kind of chilling out too. And so that was a good time because learned something new about the mulching with the grass, and I thought it was an interesting idea. It was pretty much just fertilizer, and at least I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It was also a really good time. Just Nate and I were talking about some stuff about the future, about some other things, and so that was a really good talk to have, and so learned some important stuff. Then we went to another internally displaced persons camp, or IDP. This one was interesting because it was really kind of in the back, and it was all made of tents, and there used to be 40 people, and now there's only 20 because the other people just got up and moved because there was just nothing there, and so they had to try their luck somewhere else. But on the way there, we had to pick up Boniface and Fred because they're the ones kind of spearheading it from Naomi's village, and so that's why we were there at Naomi's village in the first place. And I had a really interesting time with Fred and Boniface and Nate all in the car. Fred and Boniface were telling some really interesting stories, and it was kind of crazy because Boniface was just driving like he knew the roads very well, and so he was driving, I think we were going 4th gear down the mountain pretty much. Yeah. It was fun though. I actually wasn't scared. It was more just really fun.
I'm jealous.
Yeah. It was also cool to the camp just because it was the first time I've ever seen poverty, which, like I said yesterday, I'm not sure what poverty really is anymore, and so it's an interesting thing to think about. So there's that. And so what else? That was pretty much it. We just made a road up. A little off-ramp to get to a church they just newly built, which was awesome because they wanted to build a church before they built any houses, before they built anything else, so they could have a place to worship God. A nice place to do it, and a place set apart for that specific reason. And about a week and a half to 2 weeks, they actually built the church. All the mortar's done. They just need to furnish the inside with some electrical stuff and pews. That's pretty much it. So that's really, it's cool to see the fervor they had for God and really wanting to get that stuff before anything else, and how they really made that the most important thing. And then we went to the original IDP camp where played some football with the kids. They said I didn't, but I scored a goal. I'm just gonna say it was a good goal.
Nice.
I gotta go with it. Then it was fun too because I sat under a tree with some boys, and they're about 13, so they thought they were too cool for school. And so they're all making fun of me and laughing at me. And they said they were teaching me Swahili, but I think they were teaching me to swear and make crude gestures. But there was no fooling. But it was funny because one of the kids started flexing. I think he was trying to show he was better than me. But then I flexed, and all the kids kind of shut up and started respecting me. So that was pretty awesome.
Big white man.
Never. Yeah, thank you, Coach Clark, for that one. And so after that, I told him I was part of my own tribe, the Buck tribe. Not clever. I mean, it is my last name, but I went with it. So I gave them all tribal names like Spencer, Brett, Derek, Jeff. Spencer and Jeff were pretty proud of their names, not gonna lie. And then I named one of them Garfield too. Oh, also Sarah. But yeah, I named one Garfield just because I've always loved Garfield the comic, and yeah, my choice. So my tribe. Then I taught them some my tribal dance moves, such as the Cabbage Patch, the mashed potato, and jump on it, as in da 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 da. Yeah, okay, that was really bad. But jump on it, that one. That one. It's gonna be stuck in your head now when you watch it. Yeah. And so that was fun because then the kids were laughing and they were really proud of their names, and now there's be kids running around just calling themselves really American names, and so it's funny to me. Also, Kenya, really nice place because I'm not good with names, and almost all the guys have the same 4 names, like Peter, Stephen, Sammy, and John. Yeah, that's most of the population, so it's really been good for me. The girls, like, I haven't really been able to set a few specific names. But yeah, that was just a good time. Just it's fun hanging out with the kids, just kind of loving on them and seeing their love back. And then after that, came back, took a shower, which it was kind of a dirty, hot day, so that shower felt really good. But then with Alex, Will, and Lydia, Lydia, Will, I don't think I've said this, Lydia, Will, Rachel, Stephanie, and Isaac are all our team core leaders heading this whole thing. So Will, Lydia, Alex, and I all went to this pizza place, which actually had pretty good pizza, but it was funny because it was at the top of the hill, and so there's a really cool point called Overlook Point, which I didn't know was there, so I didn't bring the camera, so alas, there are no pictures. But, also, there was like an evergreen forest, and so it looked like you were in Northern California, and it was really cool seeing all that stuff. And then there was there's a chicken place, but it's called Chicken Inn, and there was a place called Pizza Inn, where that's where you got all the pizza, of course. And they also got some ice cream, a dipped cone, which that was great. It was like the most westernized place I've seen in all of Kenya, even compared to Naomi's village. So that was interesting. But it was cool. Let's see, and because of that, like, it was funny because I heard Payphone by Maroon 5, so I heard that and I was like, it was a crazy moment because I was like, this is not Kenya. Like, everything I've seen is not this, and so that was a cool experience, I guess. Then we heard a story about Pastor Isaac and his wife Esther, and how they're serving in the village of Mahi Mahu, and like how they're really trying to serve to the poor, the destitutes, the prostitutes, and the drunkards, and the people doing like illegal drugs. And I love the story just because that's where my heart lies too, and so hearing that, it's encouraging. But also they're again telling us about the place they're building for the safe house for girls, and then the other stuff they're planning to do with the property, as in like make a place for truckers to stop so they don't have to stop in Mahi Mahu and not be in that dangerous situation there. So that was cool. And then we've been packing up tonight, and so that was kind of tough trying to find everything, like giving stuff away that I was gonna leave here, and trying to like find places for stuff I've bought, and that was difficult, but all good. And Mexico and Brazil are playing right now in the World Cup, so we're gonna watch that. Also, stayed up, watch USA game versus Ghana. Little USA action right there, scoring, winning, pretty awesome. That was for Tyler. And then stayed up till like 3 in the morning though, because the game started at 1. Whew. I was kind of tired this morning, but it was good. USA won. If they would have lost, maybe not as good, but I was glad to watch them no matter what. Also, Germany won, and I saw Ozil play, and I was hoping to see Mertzacker, but I didn't see him, and I didn't see Podolski. But alas, they still won too. They swamped Portugal, which worries me. All right, bye.